Well, folks, a Democratic senator was recently quoted as saying Lindsey Graham would push his mother in front of a train to get reelected. That seems really unfair to senators that would push their mother in front of a train to get reelected. Lindsey Graham would push his mother in front of a train, he'd push his grandmother in front of a train, he'd throw his pet in front of a train.
Let's start trying to do the right thing, boyo. You haven't had the practice? Buzz Meeks and Dick Stenzel. So, what does Exley make of all this?
No, I haven't told him yet. I just came straight from the records room.
He'd kick his significant other in front of a train. But that's right, he doesn't have a significant other because he calls it a confirmed bachelor, that's what he is. In any case, the reason this happened is, well, Lindsey Graham, he may be the best example of the influence of Putin and Trump on Republican and American politics that we have. Maybe better than Trump himself. Lindsey Graham, the man who once walked with John McCain, I mean, behind him, of course, and sort of attached to him like a barnacle. But if McCain said jump, Lindsey Graham said how high. If McCain said we're going to Iraq to go rug shopping in the market to prove that it's safe, Lindsey was there, checking out the rugs. He likes rugs. The thing about Lindsey is he's never had his own brain, his own mind. He's never had independence. He's a clownfish. And whoever is around him who's the alpha, because he is beta man if he were a superhero, is the sea anemone who he attaches himself to. In this case, it's sort of unbelievable. Lindsey Graham voted against Ukraine funding. Lindsey Graham also voted against the immigration bill. These are the two things that this man, for most of his career, could not shut the up about. How we needed tougher immigration laws, how we needed to support everyone. There's never been a war. Iran, Iraq.
Package of border security, funding for Ukraine, funding for Israel, coming out of the Senate, I would support that. I've been involved in the negotiations. You know how you solve a problem? You do what Langford is doing. If you're a really conservative person, you'd want to fix things the best you could.
I'm wondering if you would remind us how you voted yesterday on the motion to proceed to the bill that had the border package that we worked on together.
I voted no. There can be no backing off of helping Ukraine. So I talked to President Trump today, and he's dead set against this package. We can't pull the plug on Ukraine. I'm not going to vote for this aid package.
It is in our national security interest to make sure they can beat Putin, so we need to keep helping them.
I am voting no.
We could have gone in and attacked, dropped firebombs on Tibet, he'd be in favor of it. The problem here is, of course, he's now become the clownfish to Donald Trump's sea anemone. We all remember those tweets back in the day about if Donald Trump gets the nomination, it will destroy the Republican Party. I mean, they're still out there. And the things he said in the news about him, how he's unfit and he's morally adrift and, whatever other garbage he spewed before going golfing with him and literally coming back like a lapdog. Donald, whatever Donald Trump told him to do, he did. Without fail. Every once in a while, he'd sort of edge back to sort of his earlier positions, but he'd jump right back in because Donald Trump is his sea anemone.
I'm Nemo.
Well, Nemo, all new explorers must answer a science question.
Okay.
You live in what kind of home?
In an anemone.
Okay, don't hurt yourself.
And if you know the relationship between a clownfish and a sea anemone, the clownfish hangs out with the sea anemone. The sea anemone is omnivorous, it eats meat. And then the clownfish digs into both whatever, shavings have fallen off that it can eat, and of course digs into its fecal matter, where it also finds nutrients it can happily eat. Lindsey Graham is that. Not that he'd ever do that, of course. The new Lindsey Graham will say it's a matter of life and death that we support Ukraine, which he did.
There can be no backing off of helping Ukraine.
And then he will vote against this bill. Vote against this bill. Ukraine is in serious danger now. They're lacking ammunition. They could get taken over by Russia. And if you think Russia's stopping there, watch as they gaze towards Estonia and Latvia and south towards the Caucasus, which they're already doing. So Lindsey Graham, a guy that in the past was considered a decent Republican, one you could deal with on things like campaign finance reform or even on various other issues, because if John McCain was for it, the clownfish was for it. But now he's attached himself to this sea anemone who himself, a disgusting, more of a walrus-like creature who wants to devour and destroy everything, so the clownfish has to follow.
I will do whatever you ask.
And so, of course, would he push his mom in front of a train to get reelected? Absolutely. Cowardly, pathetic man that he is. He also was criticized by numerous Republicans who could not believe he voted against the Ukraine bill. Again, though, that's who they've become under Trump. That is the MAGA Republican Party. That is what we must defeat in November, because the ones who even were good at one time are absolute cowards now. And if they're not, like Mitt Romney, they're people we can disagree with agreeably and have differences with. They're leaving because they can't get reelected. So now is the time to stand up to the many clownfish, the Tim Scotts and the Rand Pauls and the other despicable figures of MAGA, and let's just say it, those that are doing Vladimir Putin's bidding.